We'll have final statements now, beginning with you, Mr. Gosselin.
Two events brought me to this great land of the Palouse. First, my Navy recruiter said, join the Navy, see the world. Well, 17 moves, 24 years later, I wound up on the Palouse. I'm glad I did, because it's such a wonderful place to live. A month ago, I had a dinner date with my granddaughter. She's only a month old, but she did tell me something. Why are you running? And I said, I'm running because I care about you and the other children of the state. They are our most valuable resource, and we need to make sure that they are properly rewarded or properly guided and educated. I guess I bring to this particular race a very unique blend of experiences and successful accomplishments. I am willing to work for the people of this district. We have a great district. Issues aren't simple, but we need to be able to work with commonality and civility and common sense. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Representative Gannon.
Well, it's hard to get to know someone in an hour. Some of you already know me. I want to go back and continue doing my job. To me, it's important to have people from all different walks of life. People have said to me, you live in Benoit County. How do you get along with Republicans? Well, for 40 years, if I was going to be on PTO or anything else, I worked mostly with Republicans. And I can bring that to the table. To me, and I hope this isn't offensive to anyone, I'm not going down there to represent independents, Republicans, Democrats, women, men. I'm going down there to represent District 5. That is my job, and that's what I'm expected to do. And that means everybody, whether you voted for me or you don't vote for me, you're my constituents, and I work for you. And I'm going to carry that back down to Boise with me when I go. Thank you.
Thank you. Representative Nelson Troy.
Thank you. So I just wanted to talk about something else. So carrying legislation is obviously an important part of this job, but there's other areas that are equally important, and I wanted to touch on that. I'm on the Suicide Prevention Council. Didn't expect that to become one of my causes, but it certainly has. It's really touched my heart because it's such a big loss and such a big issue in our state. I was frustrated by the lack of progress by our efforts to lower the rates, and so I spearheaded a lethal means project. I worked with health districts, suicide prevention organizations, and I worked with the NRA, and they agreed to do this. And we developed a program that works with Idaho gun shops, shooting ranges, and gun clubs, and encourages those people to recognize signs of suicide and take action and help lock up guns of somebody who's maybe considering taking their life. I've been appointed to the Idaho Rural Partnership Board. Anyway, I talk too much. My passion for doing what's right, not easy, makes me an effective voice, and I hope you continue to send me to Boise.
Thank you very much. Ms. Sorensen.
One of the exciting things about having a citizen legislature is we do come from all walks of life. I'm a lawyer, but I'm also a trained mediator, and that means my preference is to keep things out of court. As your legislator, I am going to make sure that we don't pass bills that land the state of Idaho in court, because that has happened. Our legislature has a history of passing bills that the Attorney General recommends not passing, that the governor doesn't sign, and often there's a constitutional issue. So I have some technical skills to do this, but beyond that, I have a deep care for this community. I have experience living in other parts of the world, in other parts of the country. So although I have dug my roots in here very deliberately, I have a broad perspective. I am 59 years old. I have never said that to a room full of people before. But I want to go to Boise and represent you and your family.
Thank you very much. Senator Foreman.
As I said. Okay, we're back. As I said, folks, I'm a Christian conservative Republican, and by Republican, I mean I support the Republican Charter, not necessarily always the political party at the time. I'm not a politician. A politician is about politics and says one thing but often does another. I'm a statesman. I say what I mean and I mean what I say, but you will never hear me make an attack on a political opponent. It won't happen. I have no political agenda. My goal as a Christian conservative Republican is to advocate for the health and well-being of our constitutional republic. It's not a democracy, and the application of moral principles to the direction of that government. Thanks again for being here, folks.
Thank you very much, Mr. Belsky.
Well, I'd like to thank the league for hosting us tonight. This has been an interesting 2 hours. I think we've learned a lot here tonight. Professor Seaman, I'd like to thank you for being a fair and impartial moderator. Sorry. Yeah. And I'd like to thank our current senators and representatives, Senator Foreman, Representative Nielsen Troy, and Representative Gannon. Putting yourself out there to serve, I have learned, is a big thing, and there's not a lot of financial rewards in doing this. And I admire all of our public service, so thank you for doing that. I think I am particularly well suited to represent this district. I started a software company that had reach all over the world. I've been I've not been a farmer. I grew up on a farm in Genesee, and I'm a graduate of the University of Idaho. I've been lucky enough to drive all over this, our legislative district, and learn the challenges and what makes things people happy. And so I would appreciate your vote on November 6th for the Idaho Senate.
Thank you very much. I'd like to thank all of you who came out tonight for your kind attention and thoughtful questions. Please join me in thanking the candidates.